Hello and welcome to another video. If you're wondering why my hair looks crazy, it's because I decided to try out one of those, what are they called? Heatless curl things. So you like braid your hair around this tube and sleep in it. I have very fine hair, but I have a lot of it. And the problem is that it's like super silky. So even when I use heat on it, stuff falls out. So to be honest, I really don't have a lot of hope for this, but I'm meeting up with some friends for brunch and I'm literally going to be taking this out at like the last possible moment. Hence why I'm doing my makeup before my hair. So far though, we've had a pretty chill morning. We just did some dishes that we didn't do last night and we're about to head out in like, we're supposed to leave in 3 minutes. So let's see what time we actually leave. All right, makeup's done. First, I'm gonna remove these scrunchies. Honestly, I feel like my hair might still be wet. I don't even know. All right. Okay. Yeah, my hair is still freaking wet. It said to use damp hair, but like I said, my hair is super, fine, so it stays wet for forever. But this is really pretty. I'm gonna give it like 30 minutes before it all falls out. All right, we gotta go to brunch.
Okay. Now have you ever been with a plate? Don't need a spatula, everything cater. Extra flavor. Go ahead, girl. Put some trouble on those mashed potatoes. I'm trying to love you. Is you gonna love me back? You only get what you give. Ain't you heard of that? So once I give this game to you, I can take it back.
Latest song. I ain't even put my juice.
We're back home now, and look, this is what I'm talking about. My hair is completely straight again. I know I did it wrong and that I should have added hairspray. I just think it's funny. If anyone else has fine, like silky hair like me, I'm sure you can relate. One of my New Year's resolutions was to have some creative time every Sunday, and spoiler alert, that didn't really happen. I've just been very busy with wedding planning and life, but I do have some free time today, so I want to spend some time just creating for the sake of fun. Which brings me to the sponsor for today's video, Skillshare. I actually have my Skillshare account pulled up right here. I love Skillshare because I feel like their classes are the perfect way to explore new things. I actually took knife skill classes several years ago and really loved them, but recently I've been into the more artistic fine art categories as well as a few like self-help things. So here are all the saved classes that I have right now. As you can see, my interests range widely, but I've really been wanting to learn to paint recently with gouache, so I have a few of those. And I think today I'm just going to take this basic Learn to Paint with Gouache class by Leah Gorin. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring and creative classes for anyone who loves learning. I had so much fun taking this gouache class. So if you're interested in tapping into your creative side and taking some amazing classes on Skillshare, click the link in the description below to get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your own creativity today. This code will only work for the first 1,000 of my viewers to sign up, so don't delay. Is it just me, or does your artwork always look better through a camera lens than on the page? I don't know. So I did 3 different studies. This is more of a line study. This one was more graphic, and this one was blending wet paint. And this one I wasn't sure about when I was doing it, but I actually think that it's my favorite. We were focusing on drawing different fruits. This is literally my second time ever painting with my paint set. So I think I did all right. I took art classes in high school and I really liked them, but I think for me, my biggest struggle with art is that I have some idea in my head that's very realistic, and I think that if it doesn't look exactly like that, it's not good. But like when I look at these, I'm like, these could totally be some abstract thing that people would love. It's just like my own self-perception of myself. I don't know. My therapist told me it would be great for me to do more art and like embrace imperfection and have that sort of mentality bleed into other areas of my life. But just in general, I don't know, recently in the past few months I've been feeling this pull to like be more creative away from screens and to paint more, but I do feel like I need to practice basics versus like my perfectionism mentality where it's like, I'm just gonna start painting and they're all gonna be masterpieces. Also, it doesn't even have to be a masterpiece. It could just be for me to enjoy it, you know? But that's that on that. And yeah, if you wanna check out Skillshare, maybe take this class with me, definitely check out the link below. These little buggers ran in something stinky. So mama gets to give them a shower now. How fun. Look, it's like she knows. Lily. What did you do, Lily? Greetings. Dogs are clean and I figured what the heck, might as well just change into comfy clothes. And I'm going to get started on dinner. We're probably not gonna eat for a couple of hours, and even though it's raining, I wanna grill. So I'm gonna marinate some veggies, and I figured we could catch up and chat while I'm doing it. First up, I'm just gonna start by making a marinade so that I can just plop everything in there. I'm not following a recipe, so follow at your own caution, but I typically like to do a mix of soy sauce, a little bit of oil, and then sometimes I'll add different spices in. So today I'm starting with, I guess, like a fourth a cup of liquid aminos. And I'm gonna go in with somewhere between 1 and 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. I have some of this Sunshine seasoning mix by Tabitha Brown. And it's a mix of like savory, but also some sweet spices. There's pineapple and mango powders in it. So I thought it could add some nice sweetness to our veggies. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, put some in here. And it's actually kind of, has a little kick too. So I think that'll add my spice element as well. Whisk it all up. So we've got some mushrooms, some zucchini, bell peppers. I love grilled onion. And I just think this little red onion is so cute. Look how flat it is. It's like a cipollini onion, except red. I don't know. And then I think on the side, we're also gonna grill some corn on the cob. Since we just really had brunch today and I've basically just had pancakes, I figured it'd be good to get some veggies in. And I'm going to skewer these later, so I'm gonna leave them relatively large. Honestly, I feel like this has been one of the busiest years socially of my life. Fun fact, I'm engaged to Dylan and we're getting married in like just over 6 weeks, but Dylan has 2 siblings, one of whom got married last October and the other who got married like 1 week ago. So we were just in Georgia for her wedding. So they're all getting married within 9 months. So it's been very fun and a lot of traveling. And honestly, I haven't really gone to that many weddings like growing up. Besides these 2, I've only ever been to 1 other wedding in my life. I feel like I'm finally getting to that age where my friends are starting to get married. So I have 1 more this year, but weddings are like really nice. I don't know, the last one I went to, I was a kid, so I feel like I didn't fully understand it, but I'm an emotional person. So I just like celebrating love, you know? It's kind of nice to see also with like all of the crap that's going on in the world and all of the kind of upsetting things that, you know, there's still love and hope, and it's good to sort of take some time and dwell in that versus just go into a negative spiral about other things that are happening. I'm not saying we should ignore them. I always think it's good to acknowledge and like take some action from it. But for me personally, sometimes I can get too caught up on it. But beyond that, I've been feeling kind of tired and burnt out creatively with work recently. So I'm kind of thinking of taking a break this summer, not like quitting social media, but just maybe posting less and taking a little bit more time for myself, because I've just really been craving some like quiet time, some nature time. And you know, with social media, I feel like we're always supposed to be posting or thinking of what we're going to post next, at least when your job is on social media. So I never really have time to sort of like sit and be in the present. I kind of feel like as soon as I post one thing, I'm already thinking of the next thing I can post. But that also prohibits me from sort of seeing the bigger picture of life, and not necessarily making like plans that I must adhere to, but also just kind of like stopping and enjoying the present, or just remembering that, you know, like this is my job and I do love my job and I'm grateful for my job, but I also want to enjoy my friends and my life and read good books and spend time outside hiking and cuddling with my dogs. And sometimes for me, I get too caught up in work, because I think in today's society, it's very easy to associate your self-worth with your productivity. So I feel like if I'm not being productive, then I am less valuable is a person, which I definitely touched on before. Surprise, surprise, haven't gotten over it yet. But yeah, that's kind of been my current headspace. I'm very thankful to have Dylan and my friends, especially my best friend Meg, who I've been able to chat to sort of about how I'm feeling as well. But beyond that, I really haven't been doing too many exciting things. Because like I said, I've been kind of busy. I've just been obsessed with reading, as you've probably noticed from like my last 3 videos. I've just been talking about books, which honestly has been kind of nice. I feel like it's kind of like making my inner child happy, because growing up, I was never really a social kid. I was definitely the bookworm. I love to read. I'm a really fast reader, and I have always loved like imagining a separate world and like being creative in that world and how I'm picturing things. In college and grad school, I kind of stopped reading books and got more into textbooks. Then I was busy with work, and recently I just made more time for reading, and I've really been enjoying it. So that's something that's been bringing me joy lately. One thing I have been neglecting, which I'll admit to hold myself accountable, is my yoga practice. I really feel like when I'm practicing yoga consistently and going into class, it helps a lot with my mental health and how I'm just like processing things. Veggies are chopped, gonna mix them up. But this is me telling you that I need to get my booty back into a yoga studio. I feel like I keep making excuses, saying I don't have time or whatever, but I'm like, you know, if it really is so important to me, I can make the time. I also can make my own schedule, so I definitely have the time. I just, for some reason, am not taking the first step. Yeah, I guess my just like overall theme with how I'm feeling is that I really want to have more of a connection. I feel like we're always connected to people through the internet, but the connection I'm talking about is obviously more of like a deep connection, whether like through myself or nature, or just with my friends having like more meaningful conversations. I feel like when I don't make time to do that, I get a lot more caught up in like the minutia of everyday life, and I personally make like small inconveniences into bigger deals than they are. But when I get to spend time with people who I love, or just like spend quality time with myself, I feel like I just have a better world perspective, because doom scrolling and watching 15-second videos and then just reading the news, I gotta say, it's really not working out for my mental health right now. So this is me telling you that I'm gonna change that. And on that note, anyways, I think all our veggies are prepped. So I'm gonna do some boring Sunday chores until it's time to cook dinner. When we met up with Jasmine for brunch, she also dropped some conchas for us. I'm really excited to eat these. I will tag the creator who makes them on the screen. As you can see, someone opened the box and helped themselves to a snack. I'm still gonna eat it though. I don't really care that much. Greetings from the couch. I'm cuddling with the cutest little bee. I have just been reading for the last probably hour or so. I'm rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm on book 2. My best friend Meg, I got her to read them, so I'm rereading them with her because why not? So that's what I did for the rest of my evening. And now I'm going to get Dylan because I think he fell asleep in the basement. And we're gonna go to bed. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're doing well and taking care of yourselves. And Lily says good night. And now I say good night, and I look forward to virtually seeing you soon. Bye.